Consciousness is the cornerstone of our existence and plays a pivotal role in how we experience reality. It is through consciousness that we perceive the world around us, interact with it, and evolve. In the context of dimensional shifting, consciousness acts as the vehicle that allows us to transcend the boundaries of one dimension and move into another. This episode will explore how consciousness evolves from one dimension to another, what tools and practices can help expand consciousness, and how understanding the mind is key to transcending these dimensional boundaries. We will also provide some exercises to help you begin expanding your mental boundaries, ultimately helping you on your journey of dimensional shifting. Consciousness and dimensional shifting. At its core, consciousness is awareness of oneself, one's environment, and the nature of reality itself. In the process of dimensional shifting, this awareness becomes more refined and expanded. The more we elevate our consciousness, the more we can perceive and interact with realities that exist beyond our current three-dimensional or four-dimensional understanding. To understand dimensional shifting, we first need to explore the relationship between consciousness and dimensions. Dimensions can be understood as different levels of reality or existence, each characterized by specific parameters, rules, and ways of perceiving the universe. Consciousness, the material world. In our current experience of the third dimension, consciousness is largely focused on the material world. Our perception is rooted in space, time, and physicality. In this state, we experience separation from others, from the universe, and from higher states of being. The ego, or the individualized sense of self, dominates our consciousness, creating the illusion that we are distinct entities operating in a world that is external to us. This is a necessary stage of consciousness, as it allows us to experience life in a tangible way, but it also limits our ability to perceive realities beyond what our senses can observe. We are bound by linear time and causality, which creates the feeling that we are moving from past to future with little control over the larger aspects of our reality. 4D consciousness, time, and the inner world. As we move into the fourth dimension, we begin to awaken to the idea that time is not as linear as we previously believed. In 4D consciousness, time becomes more fluid, and we realize that our perception of it is relative. This level of awareness brings with it an understanding that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs have a direct influence on our reality. In the fourth dimension, we start to shift from an ego-centered existence to one that is more connected to our inner world. We begin to explore the power of thought, intention, and energy. This is the realm of the mind and emotions, where we understand that our thoughts and feelings create vibrations that ripple out into the world and shape our experiences. 5D consciousness, oneness with the universal mind. The fifth dimension represents a profound shift in consciousness where the illusion of separation dissolves entirely. In this dimension, we experience oneness with the universe and the understanding that we are all interconnected. The ego fades into the background, and the awareness of the universal mind, the collective consciousness, takes center stage. In this state of being, we experience a deep sense of unity with all life. We transcend duality, moving beyond concepts of good and bad, right and wrong, and we begin to see all things as interconnected parts of a greater whole. Time no longer binds us, and we can access higher realms of knowledge, wisdom, and creativity. We become co-creators with the universe, actively shaping our reality from a place of love, harmony, and balance. How consciousness evolves between dimensions. The evolution of consciousness from one dimension to another is not a linear process. It is a gradual unfolding. Each dimension represents a different level of awareness, and as we expand our consciousness, we gain access to higher dimensional experiences. There are key factors that contribute to this evolution. First, awareness of inner reality. As we move from the three-dimensional world of physical reality to higher dimensions, there is a greater emphasis on inner awareness. Instead of focusing solely on the external world, we turn inward to explore the depths of our mind, emotions, and energy. This shift in focus allows us to break free from the limitations of the ego and connect with the broader, non-physical aspects of reality. Second, expansion of perception. Our perception of time, space, and reality expands as we evolve in consciousness. In higher dimensions, we begin to see that time is not fixed but fluid, and that space is not merely physical but energetic. We start to perceive the subtle connections between all things and recognize the role that energy and consciousness play in shaping our experiences. And finally, unity consciousness. Perhaps the most significant shift that occurs as we ascend through the dimensions is the transition from a state of separation to one of unity. In the lower dimensions, we perceive ourselves as separate from others and from the universe. In higher dimensions, this illusion of separation dissolves, and we experience a profound sense of oneness with all of creation. Tools and practices for expanding consciousness. To facilitate the process of dimensional shifting, there are several tools and practices that can help expand your consciousness. These methods can assist in quieting the mind, shifting your awareness from the ego to the higher self, and opening the doors to multidimensional experiences. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for expanding consciousness. By quieting the mind and turning inward, we can transcend the limitations of the ego and tap into higher states of awareness. Through regular meditation, we can expand our perception of reality and begin to experience dimensions beyond the physical. Different forms of meditation such as mindfulness, transcendental meditation, and guided visualization can help you achieve these states. Focus on practices that help you connect with your inner self, explore the nature of consciousness, and elevate your vibration. Breathwork is another effective way to alter your state of consciousness and access higher dimensions. By controlling the breath, you can influence your mental, emotional, and energetic state. Practices like pranayama or yogic breathing and holotropic breathwork can help you enter altered states of consciousness, allowing you to experience dimensions beyond the ordinary. Energy healing modalities such as Reiki, Qigong, and chakra balancing can help clear energetic blockages and raise your vibration. As you release dense, lower dimensional energies, you create space for higher dimensional experiences to flow into your life. Energy work also helps align your physical, mental, and spiritual bodies, making it easier to access higher states of consciousness. Visualization is a powerful technique that allows you to use the creative power of your mind to shape your reality. By visualizing yourself shifting into higher dimensions and setting clear intentions, you can guide your consciousness toward these experiences. The key is to believe in the possibility of dimensional shifting and to hold the intention with clarity and focus. Understanding the mind as the key to transcending dimensional boundaries. The mind plays a central role in dimensional shifting. It is the mind that creates the perception of reality, and it is through the mind that we can transcend the boundaries of the dimensions. To understand how the mind can be used to shift dimensions, it is essential to recognize the power of thoughts and beliefs in shaping our experience. Our beliefs create the framework through which we perceive the world. If we believe that we are limited to the three-dimensional world of physicality, then that is the reality we will experience. However, if we believe that there are higher dimensions of existence and that we can access them, our mind will begin to expand its perception and allow us to experience these higher realms. Every thought we think carries a vibrational frequency. Lower dimensional thoughts, such as fear, anger, and doubt, create low-frequency vibrations which keep us anchored in the lower dimensions. Higher dimensional thoughts, such as love, compassion, and gratitude, create high-frequency vibrations which elevate our consciousness and allow us to access higher dimensions. Exercises to start expanding mental boundaries. Here are some exercises that can help you begin expanding your mental boundaries and facilitate dimensional shifting. Set aside time each day to meditate. Start with 10 to 15 minutes and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Focus on quieting the mind and tuning into your inner awareness. As you progress, you may begin to experience glimpses of higher dimensions. Cultivating feelings of gratitude and compassion can help raise your vibration and shift your consciousness into higher dimensions. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for and to send love and compassion to yourself and others. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Imagine yourself stepping through a doorway into a higher dimension. Visualize what this dimension looks and feels like. What is the energy like? How do you feel? Hold this vision in your mind and allow yourself to fully immerse in the experience. Begin by focusing on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs with air, and exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine yourself expanding beyond your physical body. With each inhale, visualize your consciousness rising higher and higher, allowing you to access higher dimensions. Dimensional shifting is a process of expanding consciousness and transcending the limitations of the physical material world. By understanding how consciousness evolves from one dimension to another, practicing tools for expansion, and recognizing the mind as the key to transcending dimensional boundaries, we can begin to experience the reality of higher dimensions. The journey of dimensional shifting is not about escaping the physical world, but about expanding our awareness to encompass greater levels of existence and understanding. By regularly engaging in practices such as meditation, breathwork, and visualization, we can raise our vibration and align ourselves with higher states of consciousness. Ultimately, the shift into higher dimensions brings us closer to unity, oneness, and a deeper connection with the universal mind. It is a journey of personal evolution, where we transcend the ego, embrace interconnectedness, and step into our true power as co-creators of reality. As we continue to expand our mental boundaries, we open the door to infinite possibilities, allowing us to explore the profound mysteries of existence beyond the limitations of time, space, and the physical realm.